as I always do, I request our guests to probably take us to the beginning where it all started, home, school, college. And the reason for that is, I keep telling, I meet so many people who probably end up in careers they never studied for. So just if you don't mind, just tell us a little bit about early years and how all of that led to where you are today.
Oh wow! So I'm from a town called Jabalpur. It's a small town in Madhya Pradesh, MP. That's where I'm born and brought up. My life started way back in time in Jabalpur, where Jabalpur was a small town. Actually, it's still a smaller town. Uh, and like any other small town, right? You always have a good part and also a limited exposure part, right? So it was not any different for me. Uh, Born in a humble background, we had a nice upbringing with my father being in a government job. And I actually started working, sorry, I started studying in a government school in Jabalpur itself. That's where I started my education. And then I finished my college as well in Jabalpur. I got my electronics honors in Jabalpur itself, and I got into an MBA also in Jabalpur, and then got into a corporate world, right? And that's the time I had to leave Jabalpur for which was when I was almost 20 years plus, right? And then I started my corporate journey. And
And
when
did that
when I
start in,
started the corporate journey, right?
sorry,
Go ahead.
no, did that start in Mumbai or campus hire? Um, how was that?
No, not at all. Yeah, so I did my first MBA from Jabalpur, which is University Institute of Management. It was not one of the premier institutes, so called. So no companies came to the campus for recruitment. So I had to apply for a job outside. And PepsiCo owned Uncle Chips in those days, and I first my job was Uncle Chips, where I applied, and it was a walk-in interview. There were about 1,200 plus people. Jobs were two. I was the lucky one to get one of the two jobs, and that's where my journey started in a corporate world. My first posting of the work was in Bhopal. That's where I started my professional career, or that was my first job. And I was lucky to have various experiences in Pepsi from MP to Rajasthan. And after that, I had an opportunity to work in J&J. In these times, also J&J Consumer, right?
Right.
And then when I was working in J&J, I was lucky to have worked between sales and marketing both. And then I moved to Colgate, where I spent my majority of my career. And in Colgate, I was lucky to have spent career not only in India but also outside India as well for a few years before I came back to J&J, which is now Kenvue. So I worked for a few years in J&J and now last couple of years with Kenvue in my professional life. So that's my journey of last from my beginning to now.